my goodness, resume is so long. So walk me through your resume so get a time to catch up. Okay, this is my resume. 3 pages long. Do you want me to go through one by one each experience or which way? Either way is fine. Make it highlight some short and concise way. Okay. Hey guys, this is Dr. Nancy Lee. I help engineers and international professionals to become a product manager. Today, I'm going to tell you how to answer the most frequent asked questions in an interview. Walk me through your resume. First of all, when people ask you this question, you need to thank them because this is the best opportunity for you to highlight your career success. And in addition, there's also the secondary reasons behind people asking this question. What they're really asking is why you're qualified for this job. So therefore, you should only talk about something very relevant to the specific job. To learn the most effective way to become a product manager, you should subscribe to this channel and turn on the bell button so that you'll be notified every time we'll upload a new video every Monday. Today, I'm going to give you specific examples how I answer those questions. The framework can be applied for all kinds of jobs because I specialize in product management. I'm going to use product manager jobs as an example. So let's bring in my teaching assistant. Dun, 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 teaching assistant. So when you answer the specific questions, make sure there's 3 things you need to do even before you start. First of all, make sure whatever you say has to be very, very concise. Walk me through your resume doesn't mean that walk me through your entire life experience. Short and concise. And second, impact driven. Whatever you say showing your achievement, not I did A, I brushed teeth, I put my pants, I changed my pajamas. It's more about impact you have made through changing your pajamas during coronavirus time. And number 3 is also ask. You tell the interviewer ahead of time saying that I'm going to answer this question in a very short, concise way. And if you want me to dig any of my experience in details, feel free to ask me for more questions so that you give the interviewer a heads up ahead of time. Do not waste his time, make things very short, concise. And he also get permission to stop you to dig deeper if you make it too short and concise, right? So now with these 3 things in mind, let me give you a specific examples. How would I answer this question using product management experience as an example? Of course, the specific framework can be used for any kind of jobs. I'm just using product manager as an example. Now, let me introduce you to the specific framework. First of all, even before you start, let's think about the timing. You can do it in the chronological order. You can also do it reverse, going backwards. In this case, I usually do it based on the chronological order. It's after you go backwards, it's totally fine. Even before you start, the first sentence you should say is the summary of your career experience. You should say, I have 8 years experience launching and developing technology product, right? One summary. Now, second, you should start from your education. Of course, if you have 20 years experience, I wouldn't talk about education. If you have like under 10 years experience, start from education. For example, I would say I was the youngest engineering PhD from ABC University. So what I really want to emphasize is that because I am applying for technical product manager position, so I want to emphasize on my engineering skills. So talk about my education experience, but see the difference I made? I emphasize on the impact. I am the youngest engineering PhD, and I am obviously faster and publish more papers than other people. So emphasize on the impact of your engineering or education you had. Or you can say, I'm the top 1% of my class. Only use one sentence to show that you're better than other people. Now, step 3 is talk about your first work experience. When you talk about this, do not tell them specific things you did. For example, what I did was that I was the architect of $250 million project, which is to help oil and gas company to prevent oil spill in Gulf of Mexico. See what I did? I only told them the job functions, the description, the title I had, and I emphasized on the impact I made. And I used numbers to prove that this is a really big project, $250 million. And in addition, I talk about the event that everybody can relate to, the BP oil spill in Gulf of Mexico about 10 years ago. Therefore, the specific things I did is going to make them very memorable. And I also only use one sentence to talk about this specific experience. If they want to ask more questions, they will come back, oh, tell me more, how, what happened, right? One sentence, one experience, one impact. And in addition, before I transition to the next experience, I can talk about product management? I would say because this project, I start to have my passion and interest into product management. Then for my next job, I became a product manager. So you made a smooth transition related to product manager. So for my next experience, I will tell them that I was recruited by ABC company to build product for smart cities. And specifically, my product was awarded as a mayor's best practice in 2017. So you can fill in the specific details of the product, but the most important part is that you tell them what your product does, smart cities or helping cities to reduce car crashes, something like that, with some brief description what the product is. And most importantly, you tell them that the product has received award. If your product hasn't received any award, you can talk about, I launched ABC product, which had 2 million users within 6 months, something like that. Show that you launched a very important product to solve ABC problems, and the product has so many early adopters. So anything you can show that the impact you made using your product is very important. And you have to show some numbers. If you cannot tell them you receive a word, show some numbers. This is a key. And also remember, one sentence, one impact, one experience. Then you can use the same framework to walk through your entire work experience. And also something I want to remind you is for someone with 20 years or many more years experience, if you have launched many products, I will summarize saying that I have launched 200 products in ABC industries, whatever, and 80% of this product has received whatever 100% customer satisfactions or drove $100 million revenue for the company. You can do a quick summary upfront because we do not have time to go through all your 20 years product experience. Only talk about something very impressive or also very relevant to the job you're applying for. For example, if the job is about building the platform as a product, you can talk about the platform product you have built with one sentence and what impact it made. So no need to walk through everything, but this is a specific framework I would do to answer those questions. And finally, what I want to remind you is that I also have the specific examples regarding step-by-step how I would use the same framework, talk about my experience with the script I have written, so you can download the specific script that can apply to your personal experience. So hopefully this is going to help you. And something I want to remind you is that I also made another video about how to ace product management interview. You can see it here, and hopefully those 10 tips in the video is going to help you to land a product manager job. If you have any questions, please let me know and comment down below. And finally, please destroy the like button if you like this video, because we're going to improve the YouTube algorithm so that more people are going to watch this video, and I will also make more videos like this. All right, thank you very much. I will see you next time. This is Dr. Nancy Lee.